Hello, everyone, and good morning. It's me, Postmodern Cowboy, and we are playing Rimworld today. Rimworld's a weird one, folks. I gotta tell you, this is I haven't played since their major update. There was like it's an ideology slash religion update. It is a really weird game. I've gone through the sort of pre-game setup process, creating player faction, creating some player characters to mess around with. But yeah, so Rimworld is at its essence a story generator. It's like a weird science fiction frontier video game, using a robot storyteller to create an emotionally compelling narrative. And when I say emotionally compelling, I mean like there are triumphs, there are tragedies, there are things that happen that make you very excited, and there are things that happen that actually make you very sad and require like a sophisticated and emotionally mature response from the players. It is a good time. I'm gonna preface this by saying I created a player faction. I don't know too much about actually how to play the game. It's been a while. Our ideologian here, we're the Stellar Herdsman's Collective. So we're a collectivist, proselytizing group of ranchers. So like religious communist space cowboys who want to make sure everybody else joins them as well. As far as social precepts, we've got charity is important, ranching is central. Both women and men wear pants, shirts, and hats. Just to make sure everybody keeps their cowpoke hats on at all times. Body modification, so transhumanism, robot stuff is approved. Drug use is unfortunately medical only. Meat eating is mildly required. It's a ranching society, so everybody's got to eat some meat. They have intense bigotry toward a diversity of thought. That I probably should have changed that. But they're not too tolerant toward people who are not collectivist proselytizing ranchers. They also observe the social convention of free and approved physical love, and they proselytize frequently. So they're actually like horny collectivist proselytizing ranchers. That's fun. The rest of this, some of these things I also changed. I don't really understand why some of the precepts are in white, some of the precepts are grayed out. They do practice cultural monogamy as far as marriage goes. They usually take the men's name, though not always. Apostasy, so turning against the community, is an abhorrent thing to do. They're highly productive. They research very quickly. And they respect the outcome of an execution if the person who was executed was in fact guilty of the crime of which they were accused. Gone with some pretty conventional community features here. The leader's called the lead hand, moral guidance, like a priest is a trail guide. Your animal specialist is, of course, the cowboy. And they've got some rituals. There's the rite of transhumance, which means moving from one pasture to another. So that's their funerary rite. They observe a Fox Day on the 5th of December, and Christmas on the 15th of December. And they have a harvest jamboree in the fall where they dance and attract new members to the community. And they have a spring social where they hang out and build relations with neighboring communities. I could go down this. I think really, it's all sort of self referential. Like you get what these things are: a pew, the Guy Fawkes pyre, and they venerate certain animals. So in this community, we venerate cats, pigs, turkeys, sheep, chicken, horses, and cows. And we actually, luck of the draw, started with a horse, Persephone, a female mare who is currently healthy. So we're going to take care of her. There's also, I think, some other horses on the map, some stallions and a mare, and at least one of our people, Obi here, who's actually a misogynist. Obi's got... Where is it? Yeah, see, quick sleeping, industrious, misogynist. He's got animal taming to level 7. So he'll benefit from that. We'll all benefit from that. But without further ado, I'm just going to sort of press the space bar and kick this in and give people some orders. So Chris is a pacifist. I'm just going to say that. Chris does not fight. Connie is actually our fighter. That's Chris's wife. These folks are in their 20s, their early 20s. I went with a younger community. That way you get fewer skills, but also fewer complications. They're not dropping dead of a heart attack a year after you start, kind of thing. And I think I'm going to give Connie the body armor. And I'm going to give Obi the helmet. Obi's already sick. How is he sick? He's puking. Needs. Sick. Doesn't say what he got it from. He's just sick. Okay. So I gotta unblock some of these items. The people will collect them. I'm gonna create a depot, and we're gonna get our first little... There's some wood over here too. Our first little shelter up. I'm not too good at this game, folks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna play it on its slowest mode, just for the sort of like high drama. And hopefully this community is gonna be one that persists and carries over. But, you know, it never goes according to plan. That's the... Okay. So I think I want to create a zone for dumping stuff, which is going to be like here in this stone corner. Yeah. And then I'm going to create another zone, an allowed area, which is going to be just called Area 1. And it's going to be in here. And Area 1 is going to be the extent of where Persephone is allowed to wander. I forget how to do that offhand, but I don't want my horse to get killed. That's sort of the manage areas. There we go. And not in a pen. Oh, I have to... What? Oh, jeez. Okay. I don't know about this. These are all new systems, right? So it's going to take me quite some time to figure out what's going on, but we'll learn together. That's part of the joy of playing Rimworld, is it's always a challenge. So let's... Okay, maybe I'll build a wall first. Build a wooden fence so I can create a pen. Let's create a pen for the horse. Really well make that a fence gate instead. That looks good. Okay, so someone's going to work on that. And I should probably... put a wall there just to contain our home. Got an entrance here. And I'll mark some trees for cutting. Figure out how to do that. Chop woods. Let's just cut the trees right out front. The trees over here. I'm eventually going to incorporate this this geyser. And how do I create that allowed area? We want animals. I don't understand how to give the horse an order. Reachable pens. Oh, I guess because it's not completed. That's going to be a problem. Let's prioritize working on that, shall we? No, allowed reachable pens. Maybe I have to complete the wall here. guess that kind of makes sense, right? Okay. Maybe the pen marker does it. We'll see. I should probably pick up these objects too, rather than just leaving them sitting outside to get damaged. So they're roofing this space, right? Like everything gets auto-roofed. You don't have to specify what's indoors and what's outdoors. If you build a contiguous wall around it, they will put a roof over it, which protects the contents inside of it from rain. We're still in day one. I think this is going pretty good. Collect those things. Ancient small crates. So there's some crates and some ruined security stuff there. Interesting. Some of these are new objects too. Like it has been a dog's age since I played Rimworld, and there has been a major new update since I started playing. Like I said, they added the ideal legends, but they also added all this other stuff. What's Connie doing? Oh, right, we're in the relaxing part of the day because we don't have furniture. Let's create a couple beds. We got 3 community members. Probably could have just put down sleeping spots for now. Save the resources. Well, to be fair, we're gonna build beds anyway. Like that's. I'm gonna have to do some excavating into the mountainside here. I think is the plan. We're in a spot with some caves, but I haven't really looked around at what's out there. Is that the horses down there? That's a donkeys down there. Interesting. Yeah. So as I build the base out, it's probably actually going to go into the mountainside. I don't know if these people will love living underground, but okay, we're gonna send Obi to build the beds. Not that we're out of woods, or Chris to build the beds. I'll send all of them, and you have to work on that. Okay, and just while they're completing that, I might speed things up a little bit. It's always what screws me over. Passing time. Okay, Connie, I gave you orders. Okay, horses in the pen, look at that. Alright, let's slow things back down. That's a good start. Nobody's built the sleeping spots yet, though, and I bet you they're going to get tired. He can't build, okay. Only Connie is building. And then we're going to build lights so they're not completely unhappy in the dark. The music in this game is really nice, by the way. Like that nice little guitar sound in the background is... Okay, light going, and then maybe... Should probably build some security stuff, because we will have contact. I'm not playing on the easiest difficulty either. This is a more advanced difficulty because I have played before. Like I put maybe like 100 hours into this total, but it was a while ago. Yeah, so let's build a wooden barricade outside of our front door. Okay, I'm gonna sleep now. That's going well. I guess I gotta build a sleeping spot for the horse too. Which I guess I could build a shelter there? Maybe, I don't know if animals benefit from shelter. I guess they do, but... I don't know. We'll see. Just gonna pass the time through the evening. Okay, so food's gonna become an issue real quick, right? Obi got up and went and ate breakfast, which depleted my stockpile of food. So today's task, well, looks like we've got a heat wave coming in. I see some. That would make sense. Maybe I should build temperature control. It's tough. It's really tough in Rimworlds. Okay. So, let me think for a second. If I build a cooler... I should build passive coolers for now. Definitely gonna need a vent there. This is not normally how I build. I normally build like a very specific type of house. I still might. I don't know how much time I have before the season changes, but as a stockpile, this is working okay. I might build a ranch house here in time. We get granite chunks. Let's see. Cut some more trees down, I guess. We need all that wood to build. That tree down, cutting those trees down. These things for return to the depot. It's got alpacas down here. That's food, but I need somewhere to store the meat first. We've got enough food for a couple days anyway. But when we run out, people will rapidly get hungry and unhappy. You're wondering what that vent is about. The idea with the vent is we're going to close it, and then we're going to capture the warmth from that geyser, and we're going to use it to heat the place. I'm much more worried about cold than I am about heat, to be honest. And so if we're doing it this way, I'm actually going to build into the hill right away. We'll line across like that. I don't know who does the mining, but okay, the horse has a little shelter there, I think. There's the rat can crawl out the fence. So Obi does that. Okay, interesting. I've got a lot of woods. I'm going to find these horses on this map. Oh, they're down here. It's pretty far away. Okay, let's find them in the wildlife chart. And we're going to endeavor to tame the horses. That should give Obi something to do. I mean, the concern sending someone far from home is that they might get killed, right? Might be better to wait for a fourth. Oh, Chris is sweeping up. That's good. Might be way better to wait for a 4th community member to arrive, which will happen at some point. Okay, and then we're gonna have to create some food for that horse. And I forget how animal feed works. I feel like they've got some kind of feed bin. Egg box, no. Well, if it's there, I'm not seeing it. Obviously, there is a way to provide food. Maybe it's just a stockpile type. Yeah, that would make sense. We're gonna have to plant some crops imminently. Where's the best place to do that? Probably here? And we're going to grow hay grass. That's going to be super necessary. So the pen marker defines the boundary of the pen. Good to know. I don't know if I'm going to keep on with this community or take a second and third stab at a start, because I don't fully understand these new systems. This might just be a pipeline section. What are these? Containers. There's probably something useful in those. Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about this game. Like I said, it's very car frame. It's very new to me, but okay, what's everybody up to? Oh, I didn't define what goes in that stockpile. That makes me an idiot. Let's see. Storage for clear all foods. The only thing we store there is hay. Allow fresh. Yeah. Okay. So the direct control isn't there outside of combat. The characters just sort of like do their own thing. See, OB is now down here planting the fields. They have a priority, so you can set like hunting as a high priority, growing as a high priority. Warden. Why can't Obi Warden? He's oh, Warden is prison wardening. I get it. No, that's not it. He should be. He should technically be doing the animal taming, but I don't see. There, handle. Oh, okay, handle. I see. He's the animal handler. I mean, they're doing pretty good. This is going places. You know, it'll all come apart at the seams when we get attacked or something bad happens, like a fire or a storm. But for the moment, the Stellar Herdsman's Collective is cohesive, functioning community. I really need to start planning out their sort of more permanent residence. Or maybe I'll just let them keep digging there, and I'll expand the stockpile zone, the extant stockpile zone, to include this area, and this area, and that area. I'm going to need to build a fridge at some point too. That's critically important. Probably going to go up here. We got 37 food left. I think we're going to be okay on food for another 3 days, 4 days. You know, it's only the second day of spring. And I'm going to pass time through the evening again. And everybody's going to bed. I can set a daily schedule for these folks too, right? So I can define, in this case, I'm going to set up some recreation time so they're not bored shitless. And I'll give them some meditation time, both ends of the schedule. And so they get up at 5 in the morning and they go to bed at 10 o'clock at night. Everything else in there is going to be work. That should be enough to sustain morale, like they won't get bored or pick fights with each other or whatever, right? Like, okay. And I guess if they're going to meditate, I should produce a couple meditation spots down by the farm field here, or where do I put them? I need to define 2 meditation spots total, right? That would, because they're all using them on a different schedule. Technically, I think they all meditate at a different time, so I can just create 1 meditation spot where they sort of take turns. I'm gonna do that. It's on a bush, but whatever. See, Obi got up first. She's already out planting. He's back digging. I wonder if other people can dig. No, Obi's the only one who can dig. Yeah, they all meditate in a different schedule. That means that theoretically they should share the spot hour to hour. Things up. Mega cannon barrel. Let's pull those apart. I don't know who does deconstructing, but deconstruct as many of these things as I can. Probably. And it's these ruins that sort of form the foundation of like your early resources as a community. And these things, ancient razor wire. Oh, cool. Timber shroom. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I don't know. I guess that's just lumber, but underground. Okay, I need recreation variety. And we have an upcoming spring social opportunity. I don't know if we're going to have a spring social this year, folks. What do I require for it? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a spring social. Hate to break it to you, folks. It's just one of those lean years. We're gonna make it to Christmas, though. That's my goal. I think in this stream we're gonna get through the first year of these folks' lives. Perhaps not. The time passes even at accelerated levels, kind of rather slowly. But we will. Obi, Chris, and Connie will celebrate their first Christmas together. Oh, I didn't even realize that Chris and Connie, being married, probably don't like this sleeping arrangement. They're going to get their own room in a day or two. Chunks of spacecraft had impacted nearby. Just like that. Chip chunk. Oh, we've got a person. Scarlet, the 48-year-old bodyguard, carrying a revolver. Who's my... I guess Connie is my social. Who's a visitor? Bodyguards. Who's visiting the community? She's just visiting. Doesn't look like we can recruit her. I mean, we could attack her and kill her, but she's just hanging out. I think visitors also eat your food. If there's a place for them to eat it, I'm not sure on that, but we're gonna have to solve this food situation today. Okay, I'm going to build the first farmhouse here. And it's going to have a kitchen and a fridge. The fridge will be 2, 3... And the kitchen will be here. And the entrance can be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll create a bedroom there. This will be Connie and Chris's house. And then there'll be a workbench and some means of entering the mountainside from the back of their house, too. Which means I can probably define a door there. A door there. And a door in the kitchen. Or sorry, a door in the fridge. And a door in their bedroom. And why not a door in the kitchen? And then we're going to create... structures, temperature control. There's going to be a cooler here in the fridge. And I guess we got to put a wood-fired generator somewhere in order to keep the power going. This is where things start to get complicated, is like sighting these. I'm going to put the wood-fired generator back in that crevice there. We're going to lay some power conduits inside the wall. And we'll put a double bed in the room there. This is all sort of pre-planning, right? Like, the idea here is get an end table. And a dresser that way. Table in this room. Some chairs around it. Put a torch lamp in the corner there. Cast enough light for the house. I'm going to create some zones. Storage is going to be... Yeah, we're going to need a gift. Outlanders from Aurelia have left a gift, so she gave us money. It's great. Everybody's still sleeping, but their work is cut out for them today, I think. What was it doing? So, and we will define this as a fridge. So, I guess that means foods will be allowed, but not finished foods. Pemmican will allow. Not meals. Maybe meals? Meals. Well, I guess I should. If it's going to be a fridge, allow. I'm actually going to make it one tier bigger. Expand that. Okay. And they'll do the work. I don't know if they automatically floor it. I forget that. Or maybe I've got to define the type of floor. New area has been revealed. Oh, he must have busted open a wall or something. Good. That's fine. Everything's going according to plan. This is going to be a little workshop area here, I think. I don't know what they're... It's going to have electricity, so I could put something useful there. I also am going to need a research bench, but for right now, I think... Given there's a kitchen area, dropping in a... electric stove. Yeah, so they gotta walk in here, and a kitchen area here. It doesn't need a separate door, I guess. It'll save some space. And perhaps indeed I will put a research bench in the back of their house, which will allow us to start. Yeah, I think that's best. Heavy industry stuff can go in the stockpile area, or up here as they tunnel into the mountainside. We really just need to get this house done. Speed up time again. So Chris can deliver stuff. He can't build stuff. Connie is our builder, I think. Let's see. Can anyone else build? Construct. No. So only Connie can build. Which means if Connie dies, we're pretty fucked. Recreation variety, so I've got to think about recreation. Let's have a chess table in this room. Oh. Got a mad rat. Oh god. And Chris can't fight it. Obi, you're gonna have to kill that. Okay, trapped Obi. Fire rat cannot hit target. Really don't want Chris to get injured. That would be bad too. Basically, anyone getting injured would be bad. Who's injured? Okay. Crisis averted. How's Chris doing? He's been scratched and he is bleeding. Fuck. Someone's gonna have to take care of him, tend his wounds. Can either of them doctor by any chance? Connie can doctor. That's good. If she wasn't able to, Chris would like bleed to death. And he's, as the community undertaker, he's the only one with any medical experience. We definitely need him to stay alive, no question. Okay, he's been bandaged. I think we'll do okay. You see, that's just like a bite from a rat, right? Like, at some point, I'm just gonna feed him too. Yeah, at some point, there's gonna be people who show up with guns and they shoot at us, and like a gunshot wound to a character can be, of course, highly lethal. They're not superhuman, that's for sure. They're like the opposite, whatever the opposite is. Okay, so I'm going to assign Connie and Chris to that bed. Aren't they so cute with their little cowboy hats? And of course, I've created this community of postmodern cowboys, a little tongue-in-cheek, but I noticed that the ideologian choices were like cannibal cults, weird nudist sex cults, and the cowboy group, just the rancher archetype stuck out to me as like something that would work, both like as a self-referential joke and as a model for building a functioning frontier community. You are, after all. Why is there a raccoon in the... Okay, that's just odd. I also need to add corpses, specifically animal corpses, and not insect corpses, but any corpse that can be turned into meat. I guess no boomalopes either. Whatever, we'll just leave it for now. Okay, we got 22 food left, but our fridge is going to be done today, from the looks of it. Yeah, this house is going to work pretty well. Floors, there's floors. Look at that. Of course, we're out of wood, though. I didn't even think about what this building project was gonna do to my tree stockpile. I wonder if Chris can chop wood. Let's see. Plant cut. Harvest plants is designated. Is that different from tree cutting? No, I don't think it is. Chris thinks we should give the faction a name. What are we called? Well, we are called the Stellar Herdsman's Collective. And we should name the settlements. This I'm less keen on. I wasn't really thinking, what do we call this place? But what do we call this place? Our horse is named Persephone. Persephone. So the community will now be known as Persephone Glen. Of course, the horse is going to get killed, and it's not going to make any sense, but... Okay, floors are going in, the house is coming together. And see, you wind up with these, like, neat little ranch houses, right? That, like... I really needed to finish the fridge. So we got probably a day and a half's worth of food left. 2 days maybe at best. How's our hay coming along? 19% grown. So it's gonna be probably midsummer before the hay is ready. In the meantime, I don't know what Persephone's actually eating. Doesn't say. I don't know if the alpacas will eat my hay when it's ready too. I might have to build a fence around the hay field. Kind of makes sense. Alright, everybody's asleep. And things are coming along in here really nicely, like this sort of open concept crafting room. Eventually I'll like square it off, and I'm going to probably connect this vent through to the kitchen of the ranch house so that the geyser heat in the winter, basically this room, I don't know where does temperature. No, I don't know how to see temperature, but so okay, you see in the bottom right it says indoor temperature. It's 50, 46, 60, 100. That's when the geyser expels steam. If that vent were open, this interior chamber would be getting some of the spillover temperature benefit, and if I connect it through the other way to the farmhouse, which will just keep getting expanded. Like, the building in this is actually, like, despite how rudimentary everything looks, it works really well. Like, I can't say enough good things about Versus meditating. I'm gonna move that meditation spot after today, I think. Maybe I'll put it inside. And of course, Obi's gonna need a house, right? And right now he's just crashing in the stockpile where he works, but which is efficient. But I think I'm gonna expand the farm fields over to this side. One of these steel walls. I'm gonna probably cannibalize these steel walls for resources later. And I think eventually there's gonna be like a wall all the way around with this central area here, this like tunnel, acting as a controlled gate access to the like inner field. I think that's how it's going to work, because there are a couple points enemies can cross the river, but if I like build a heavy metal wall or like, you know, some razor wire, something to keep them from going that way, they will take the path of least resistance. So you can kind of control how an enemy attacks your community based on that path of least resistance philosophy, you know, leaving an obvious entry point. Okay, and then we're gonna have to build a defensive gate here, or not gate, rather a defensive barricade here at the main door to the farmhouse. Sometimes I build like porches and verandas. I'm not going to on this one. That's just like an aesthetic thing. Bulk goods trader from the Cami Alliance has arrived. Okay, so these folks will probably sell me pigs. I'm gonna. They're coming down the road there. They'll probably hang out. They might eat my food. That's my real concern. Well, they've brought. What have they brought? They've brought. Oh, that's a person named Gerbil. They have a slave for sale named Gerbil. I might buy Gerbil. That's an inside joke, by the way. If you don't get the joke, never mind. Or a pig. I might buy a pig from them. It really depends on how much these things cost. We've got 839 silver. It's probably enough to buy something. The roof's going on our house. That's nice. And the upside is, while these people are here, I don't have to worry about being attacked. You know, they'll hang out for a day or two. Let's send Connie to negotiate. Oh boy. So we can definitely afford 2 pigs if we want them. I could sell my horse, which would be worth some money, but we're not going to. They have meat for sale. Doesn't appear I can buy their slave, which is for the best, really. You know, I don't know how I feel about even modeling slavery in this game. Like, I tend to err on the side of like wanting to run a pluralistic, inclusive society, not you know, a dystopian cannibal slave hellscape. Both pigs are male though. That's no good for me. That's not gonna work. And the donkey, there's an old male donkey and a young female donkey, but they're too expensive. That would be all of my money. I could buy one pig and hope maybe to find a second. I don't know if you can crossbreed pigs and boars. And to be honest, these folks don't have much for me. They do have some food. Oh no, that's my food. They have, what, 286 pemmican for $1.90 each. So I'm gonna buy like all of their pemmican. No, that would be way too much. Let's buy 50 pemmican. Pemmican is trail food. There we go. And I'm going to actually change this stockpile so that food is not allowed in it at all. No meals, no raw foods. Okay, we've been attacked. Okay, and it's one person coming who appears to be armed with a club. We're definitely going to win, there's no question. And since Chris can't fight anyway, I don't know where he is. It's all the way over there, eh? Okay. Let's set Chris into the house, and Obi can fight. And Obi's going to come out and he's going to cover the flank here. See, Connie's holding behind her barricade there on her front porch. Obi's already got the enemy fixed. That bandit is dead. Oh, maybe not. Well, I mean, the bandit's dead because the merchants are going to help us fight. Oh, Obi got smoked. Oh, we're all hitting each other now. It's a little... Wow, this bandit is... Okay, bandit's down. How's Obi's health doing? He's got a bruise in his left arm. He will live. The bandit has a gunshot wound, a cut wound, a stab wound, a cut wound, a cut wound, a cracked bone, and a couple bruises, plus she is an alcoholic who can drink a lot. What are her skills? Social, intelligence. This is a teenager with a great memory, depressive, who's not much into tattoos, piercings, or body modification in general. So, I don't know. What's green? This is where the game starts to get complicated. So Green has joined the community. Green is injured. Green could be nursed back to health. I'm not entirely confident that Green is worth the... Yeah, so and they're guilty. This is a criminal. Green is a criminal. So I can freely banish, execute, or arrest them, and others won't be bothered. Now, she's only going to be guilty for 24 hours. Once we've held her for 24 hours, people are going to think she's not guilty. I mean, she just came staggering out of the wilderness with a club. Like, cut her some slack. She's having a bad day. In order to incarcerate Green, I mean, we need every hand we can get. That's the reality here. I'm going to say it is worth the resources. I'm not certain Green's going to survive long enough. That's my concern. And if she dies, that's a whole other... Yeah, she's got mind-shattering pain. And she's going to bleed to death in 8 hours. So unless I gave her Chris and Connie's bed and bandaged her right away... Decisions. We are a charitable community. I think... And we can buy some medicine to offset from the merchants who are here. so Chris and Connie have been demoted back to their original quarters. And we're going to undraft our fighters. Oh, the enemy dropped some alcohol for us there, too. That's cute. And Connie's going to capture her. Where's Chris? Chris is hanging out here. Chris is going to have to provide immediate medical assistance. We're going to do this all on slow time, because there's going to be some drama for sure. Okay. Connie's feeding. Connie's eating. I don't know. In shock due to pain. I can always reassign the prison. Connie's not good enough at building. Do I have anyone who's good at building? I don't think I do. Where is construct? Obi's also got a level 2 construction. Connie's got a level 3 construction. I guess I'll just keep her as our builder. I don't know how it's going. So, okay, Green's bleeding is slowing down. Obi's lightly injured. He's getting a band-aid there from Connie. And we do have some medical supplies still, but I gotta buy more before those merchants leave. It's non-negotiable. Okay, so every female colonist has smiled with contentment. Some distant engine of happiness is stirring and is projecting a psychic drone onto the site through an orbital amplifier tuned only to affect females. For a few days, some people's mood will be quite a bit better. So Connie's having a good couple days. Okay, she's sleeping. Chris is still tending. And all of Green's injuries have been bandaged, at least the fatal ones, so Green's not in imminent danger of dying. But now we get another mouth to feed, right? This is where things start to get complicated. So I think I got about 10-15 minutes left on this this stream today. And we're going to go through the process of getting food. Now, we can't finish the fridge because Connie's not good enough at building, which means Connie's going to have to build some more in order to get better at doing it so that she, like, it's... But in the interim, we're probably going to have to go hunting, butcher, and cook. I don't know if that... See, an electric stove probably wasn't a good idea. I might have to downgrade to a cooking fire here somewhere. Just going to put it right outside the door, because I don't want it inside. Let everyone do what they're going to do. Okay. So I don't know if Green's alcohol addiction is going to prove fatal or what detrimental effect it's going to have if it's not satisfied. Chris is eating breakfast, I think. Okay, everybody's sleeping. Green can walk again. That's both good and bad. It means if she decides she wants to revolt against us, she can. Who's my actual warden? Chris is the actual warden. He's got a relevant skill of 10, which means he'll very quickly be able to probably recruit this person if we so desire. Okay, going to try to recruit her. And every 130 days or so, every 140 days, she's going to try to break out of prison. Just got to keep that in mind. That's an average, right? It's not. It could be tomorrow, but the chances are that it will be several weeks from now. You know, she's not in a fortified room. It's just a wooden room. Easy to break through the door, easy to break through the walls if she wants to. Get that campfire up and running. Oh, did the merchants leave? Yeah, the merchants left. Okay, so. Pemmican keeps forever, though, is the good thing. Okay, we got a campfire, which means... Oh, that's where the spring social would have happened. I understand. I can give a leader speech if I've got a lead hand, which I assume is going to be Connie at some point. So I'm going to add cook simple meal, do forever. That way, if there's food to cook, someone will cook it. Got a rotten rat in my kitchen. Oh, and she's actually building the electric stove. This might get her to the point where she can... No. Really need her construction skill to go up. And he's busy converting green. They're having a conversation about the stellar herdsman's ideology. I think my next playthrough I'm gonna do like a straight Ursula K. Le Guin, the dispossessed, like utopian, quasi-utopian communist society. I think everything's in there. I can probably even do a decent approximation of like a more arid planet like Anaris. I'm definitely gonna continue on with OB, Chris, and Connie as like sort of a side project. I think this is a fun community. I'd also like to explore maybe some of the more political aspects of the game, and it's tough to explain. But so like when you create a faction, you can save the ideology that you've created, and you can recall the faction later as a non-player faction. So you see all these communities marked on the map, right? We're over here in the harsh Boomrat Mountains on this planet. The seed I think I used was Marks. If anyone wants the seed. And there's all these communities around us. Like, this is a fallen empire, so it used to be a powerful thing, and now they're, like, sort of high civilization, but, like, low tech. Or rather, high tech, low civilization. This is a community. It's hostile to me. I don't, you know, you can trade with these communities. You can send trade caravans to them. You wind up getting, like, 24, I think, is the maximum community size, so... And as far as I'm aware, you can have multiple communities. I just don't know how it works. So at some point, you can like branch out and go somewhere else in the map and do other things. It's like, it is a storytelling game. You know, we've gone through from our first pen to a farmhouse to a prisoner who's now sleeping in the bed of the couple who own the farmhouse because they're, you know, charitable like that. Which reminds me, I'm gonna have to build a prison next to house her on the permit because they gotta have their bed back. That's just like fair. We're gonna have to do some hunting too. We're, from the looks of it, pretty much out of food. Now we get an extra mouth to feed. So hunting just means designating some critters. In this case, I'm just going to designate 2 alpaca. I think the food will spoil if I don't know who the hunter is. It's probably worth checking. It's Connie. Oh, there she goes. She hit it. She's chasing it. Sweet them up there. Boy, she sucks. She sucks so bad, she had to go back to bed. And of course, chasing a herd drives the... Oh, we still haven't tamed those horses. I should have been doing that this whole time, but I guess I'll wait till I have hay. Okay, Connie, just go sleep. God, you suck. Yeah, we got about a day's worth of food left. I'm not holding out much hope for something other than a hunted source. Like the hay isn't going to be ready for another month. Not that we can eat hay either, but you see Obi gets up, has breakfast. I think he ate a double portion. He's a big guy, I don't know. Now Chris and Connie are going to go for breakfast. They're going to sit at the table and eat. Chris is going to feed Green some pemmican. And you're building. Oh, she's building the chairs. I understand. Has she leveled up her construction yet? She has. Did she build a... Not quite. It's probably level 5 to build the... Oh, the generator will... Yeah. That'll at least get us going in the right direction. We'll have the stove up and running soon. Which reminds me, I'm going to need to get some power conduit to run through the wall there. I like that you can build conduit through a wall. That's just, like, actually realistic. It's someone who's done some construction. A lot of times in games like that, you can't get the conduit through the wall, but... Okay, we've got power. Probably needs one more level in construction. I can finish the chair and then put her on that conduit. Okay. Dead alpacas. So Chris... I wonder who my cook is. Obi's the cook. Obi's cooking. We have food. So right before we ran out, we got food. We still don't have a functioning fridge, so the food's not going to keep for very long. And now part of my daily routine is good. We have enough food for tomorrow. Maybe for the next couple days, since we got 2 alpaca. You know, you don't want to overkill either, right? Like if you killed all the alpaca and then couldn't store the meat and it all went bad, that would just be a hideous waste. How's Green doing here? I could sell her as a slave, but I'm definitely not going to. Green is still not convinced she wants to be a stellar herdsman. I don't know. Look around you, Green. Things are great. Psychic drone male. Every male colonist feels a wave of anxiety and anger. Something's affecting the men. They're... Oh, God. Okay. Wow, that's... So if you'll notice... Green decided she doesn't want to live with us. And I don't want them to kill her. I really don't want them to kill her. I'm just going to beat the turkey out of her. She went berserk. Happened because of, oh, so she's not, this is not a jailbreak. She's gone off the deep end because she needs her booze. Chris has been injured. Okay. God damn. Wow. High drama. High drama. So we're going to put Green back in beds. Chris, well, how bad is this injury? He has a bruised foot. He got punched in the foot. Okay, he's going to live. And put a door here again. I forget how to do that. There it is. Wooden door. Maybe make it a metal fucking door. Jesus, if she's gonna act like that, I need a real jail cell. Obi's bringing Chris a meal already, I think. Oh no, he's just eating in a corner. It's been cooking. Okay. Got a quest. Praetor is being chased from the refugee empire, is being chased by a man-hunting guinea pig. For a few hours, he will bestow 8 honor. So we'll get 8 honor for killing a man-hunting guinea pig. My stove is working. That's good. Let's actually... forever... And we're going to take this bell off the campfire. I'm actually going to just deconstruct the campfire now that there's a functioning stove. Okay, things are going okay still. Got a little bit of drama there, but... Green injured. She's got a bruise on her right index finger from a revolver. It's not going to kill her. She's been bandaged. I don't know how to administer alcohol to her. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Let's see how she's doing on the... Everything pisses me off. I keep thinking of drinking. Yeah. Avoid withdrawal symptoms. I wonder if the withdrawal will actually kill her. It seems to be, the percentage seems to be getting higher with withdrawal. I don't know if you eventually get over alcohol withdrawal, or... I mean, if it doesn't kill her, we might. Okay, things are going well. Okay, minor break risk. Connie has a poor mood. Really? What's affecting you? She doesn't like where she's sleeping. She wants drugs. I didn't know that about her. She's upset that we missed the spring social. I get it. I get it. Mostly doesn't like where she's staying, which means we're gonna need to do this prison thing ASAP. In fact, I'm just gonna think for a second. Put each of these beds. So we're definitely gonna need, there's no question, we're definitely gonna need prisons. This bed. I'm not a fan of carceral solutions, but you got to acknowledge sometimes there's a need to prevent people from externalizing their aggression in that kind of fashion. Alright. Assign this bed to prisoners. I'm going to assign this bed to colonists. We're going to set the owner to Connie and Chris. Chris is bringing Green to the new prison. Hungry pen animals. Animal starvation. One colonist's die. Idle. Oh god. How's my horse doing? Malnutrition minor. Fuck. In best pen. I don't know how to get the animal. This isn't good. This is not good. Maybe those merchants had animal feed or something. I should have checked. They probably did, to be honest. Okay, let me think for a second here. Maybe expanding the pen is the answer. To include some of that grass there, right? The horse will naturally just eat the grass, that's for sure. Minor break, Brisk and Connie again. We're low on food. Yeah. Who the hell is that? Constance. A beggar has showed up. Oh, and Lascaris, the explorer, female, 17, has a quest. They request resources. They're begging for beer. Seems to be a theme here. I'll move on after one day if I don't give them beer. We believe in charity as a community. Yeah, so, I don't know. I guess Lascaris can have some beer. We have it. We're trying to get green off the sauce. And the beggars have left. I don't know. I don't know about any of this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I missed that, too. I don't think we can get her there and back in 6 hours. Look at this person named Grasshopper, who's fallen from the sky and will die in 5 hours. 4 hours. Boy, that's going to be a close one. And then we'll have a corpse in the community. 3 hours. We need Chris on. Immediate medical standby. Okay, let's see. How long? She had 2 hours to live. Connie is not the best medic we've got. That's for sure. Let's see. Doctor. Skill of 10 to a skill of 3. So Chris is definitely going to be the doctor. Yeah, that was it. Okay. Grasshopper's been saved. So now we've got another. This is a 50-year-old woman who fell from the sky, but happens to be good at mining and crafting and fighting. She grew up underground, but she's lazy. Okay, horse isn't going to starve anymore. Everything's coming up Persephone Glen. Generator's still running. Everybody seems content. Medical emergency's been averted. And We're still trying to convert these folks to our religion. They should change their clothes and their hairstyles too. They'll like start wearing cowboy hats and dressing like we do. And button-down shirts. We're low on food though, that's for sure. Yeah, prisoners, I didn't think about that. What do we got for wildlife? Kill another couple alpaca. It really is a fun game. Like I haven't spent much time doing anything other than like trying to survive, but so Obi's butchering, Chris is feeding grasshopper, Connie's probably off shooting the second alpaca. We've got meat, we're producing food, we're able to cook, everybody's got beds, the horse is no longer starving. I would say that this has been a pretty successful first run. The lights are on. I don't think Connie has leveled up her construction yet, which I was really hoping to do before the stream ended, but I guess that'll have to wait till next time. Although, like I said, I may come back next time we do Rimworld with a completely different community. You know, some... Oh, God, what is she doing? She's wandering off in the dark on her own. That can be dangerous. I'm going to need to do some research, too. I don't actually understand how to do that. Need research project. Open the research menu. I see. Okay. So perhaps since we got an alcoholic in the community, beer brewing would be a good one. Otherwise, smithing might be good in general. Since we're starting to tree sowing, we could plant some trees to make a harp for entertainment. You know, there's these massive technology trees, right? You wind up with like Starflight basics and like Starship reactor, vacuum, crypto sleep casket. You wind up sending your colonists into space. But for right now, I think IEDs would be fun. But it's going to come down to between either battery or smithing. Probably smithing to start. I think we're going to... Yeah, because that'll let me make helmets, melee weapons, which we don't have any of currently, right? I think we've got a knife somewhere in the stockpile and that club, that steel club someone dropped. But everything's going according to plan. This is fine. This is all fine. Disease. What did Chris eat that gave him gut worms? It's serious pain. He doesn't like his bedroom. I don't know. What does he need? Ivermectin? Like, needs tending. Oh, fine. His wife will get up in the middle of the night. She'll go get him some medicine. Because he has gut worms. I think I better call it before one of these people dies on me. But yeah, this is Rimworld. It's a fun game. Unique, AI-directed storytelling experience. I think the developer's a little bit of a chud. I haven't heard good things about him, but don't quote me on it. Go check out his Twitter. He links to his Twitter, notably in the menu for the game. His Twitter, not his company's Twitter, his own personal Twitter. It's a little bit of an ego project, you know, perhaps compared to the person who creates Stardew Valley, similar type of game, but completely different type of developer, I think. But yeah, this has been Postmodern Cowboy. If you like what you see, let me know down in the comments. If you don't like what you see, let me know too. I can take some well-intentioned criticism. And yeah, like, subscribe, and follow along for the next adventure in Rimworld or whatever other game I wind up playing. Toodles.